What's that say?
Have you?
You got me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There we go.
All right. Here we go. Whiskey Bible Live. I am being the technical guy tonight. So this goes real well. One person's watching. I think that's probably Gary.
Yeah, that's me. I'm chattin.
All right. How's it look? Everything looks good?
Yeah, everything's good.
All right. There we go. We're probably going to want to turn that volume down because we'll end up getting feedback.
Yeah.
Does that look straight to you? Looks straight?
It's kind of weird because it's like it's a little lopsided, so it has to go down on my side.
Down on your side or up on your side? It's opposite, remember.
It's whatever way you just went, but you went a little too far. That should be good. You had it good. Here, just look at it. You get to the level. I'm trying to get you guys level. I don't even know if anyone's on there.
That looks good enough. Does that look flat? Does it look straight?
Yeah, it looks straight.
All right, straight enough. We're drinking whiskey. We don't need to be that straight. Straight's not fun. You gotta be politically correct here. All right. So here we are. We're jumping into. Oh, by the way, I'm Luke.
I'm Frank. I mean Gary.
Yeah, this is Gary. So yeah, we have a guest viewer tonight. Well, guest drinker.
Yeah.
Guest whiskey Bibletarian.
The YouTube guests.
Frank's on a little bit of a sabbatical. We hope to have him back soon because, no offense to you, Gary, but this channel, look, he's already digging through drawers.
I gotta find the stashes.
Yeah, but look at this. There's stickers in here.
There's a giveaway.
Yeah, those are the giveaways. Yeah, I got to give them away to Terry one and Jeff.
That's pretty sweet. They're stickers. I'm thinking.
Yeah. No, you put them on the bottles.
Yeah, they're sticker. It's like a wrap for the bottle. So I thought it was a whole like ticket, but it's like literally etched like the short chubby makers label.
Yep.
Yeah, which is my least favorite maker's bottle.
Yeah,
Give me the old, the Victor's 10 kind of style. That's where you go. All right, so we got 3 viewers.
Tonight we are talking about the Four Roses limited editions. I've never had one of these before. Gary has. This is Gary's bottle here. The 2022 probably on your right. And I got this from Fine Wine and Good Spirits.
Oh, you hit the drop.
Yeah, so that was a lucky drop. That was a crazy drop. So, but here it is. You got one from there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you cracked it yet? Or is
No,
this
not
your
yet.
first time
This is
trying
my
this? So,
Yeah, that one was ecstatic. And I was like, because I think I hyped it up enough for you, and I was like, you gotta try this. This is a special pour.
Yeah. Yeah, so originally they dropped them all, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania couldn't get it. But like licensees could and stuff like that. And then something happened and they all got canceled and they redropped them again. And I knew they were going to redrop them again. I had that feeling, personal gut feeling. And sure enough, they did about 10 minutes later.
It was a small drop too, a couple hundred.
Yeah, so I think the price point really turns people off. People see like $220
and it doesn't have the Buffalo Trace behind it.
That's true. The normal person doesn't want to spend that amount. So, but yeah, I'm excited to dive right into this. We did have a little bit of a warm up before this, because Gary was a little nervous, so we had to get him a little liquored up here. But yeah, 2022. It's Gary's bottle, so I'll wait for him to pour me.
Brian said the 24 is delicious.
Locklinger?
No, Flowers.
Brian Flowers, okay.
Delicious, new to bourbon. That's the only LE I've tried. So Brian, this is the only LE I've ever tried. The 2022. I actually won it off of Raz, and you see how much is gone because it's that special. I'm like, ooh, I gotta save this.
Yeah, if Gary has a bottle that's been open for a while and there's only a little bit missing, it's a good bottle.
They evaporate. I leave the corks off.
Yes. Wow, it smells really good.
This is a special bottle.
It smells really good. Yeah, I'm excited to get into this. Color's nice. Do you know any details about this? The age statement looks like it was 15,600 bottles, so is it limited?
I really don't know. It's kind of like Four Roses, like Pappy Van Winkle, like their BTAC line.
Okay.
So basically, it's barrel strength. It's 54.5. Compute. What, 109?
Yep.
On the back, it gives you the flavor profile. Creamy vanilla, ripe berries, light cinnamon, and for a distinctive flavor, you'll want to share. But other than that, I don't know the mash bill. I don't know what recipe it is. You know how they have a million of them. You know, it's non-chill filtered.
10 OBS. I got the whole set behind us. I suggested doing that tonight, but Gary said he didn't want to crawl home.
Crawl. I don't think we'd walk out alive.
No,
I said.
I don't think we'd get out of the basement.
Yeah.
We'd just be going. We'd be looking out these windows back and be like, Gary, is that the sun coming up? I'm like, what?
Yeah. What day is it?
What day is
we
it?
started on Saturday. Was it Monday?
Yeah.
I guess we're getting fired. Didn't show up to work.
Yep. I'm off Monday, and you're your own boss, so are you gonna fire yourself?
My daughter's off on Monday, so I'm off on Monday.
Okay, so we're good. We're all good. We can go live for 3 straight days.
There you go. Smells good.
Burnt creme brulee.
A little raisin.
There's another kind of almost citrusy, like a dark. Maybe it's like a plum.
It's like whatever fruit to describe.
Dark fruit, yeah.
Well, you got the cherry, the dark cherry, maybe a little chocolate.
Clove, maybe there's some spice.
Definitely some spice. I can never really point. It's like
a clove spice, like those little things you put in the ham, like a honey ham with clove.
Was it the clove that they showed the lemon with what is it, hot toddy, for those little pinhead version of it? Oh, so good. So thick. She had legs on it. I
like glasses that you can just nose for like ever.
Yeah.
You know, you can just keep nosing it. They're not very good for live videos because the live ends up going really long, but it's what it is. So,
are you ready to
sip? Look at this.
Cheers.
Gary always makes fun of the cheers and
until you're here.
Yeah.
Wait for its reaction. Put some hair on your chest.
Whoa! Okay. You know, I think you made a mistake giving me that rare character when you first got here.
Yeah.
That had a lot of flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
This has a lot of flavor too, but this is like lighter flavors.
Well, I brought that because that I would say this is along the same profile to like to compare. Okay, so $200 retail a bottle. That was a pick at $125, but the real bottles are probably about $100.
Yeah.
You know.
This is so Four Roses. They actually do a lottery through their distillery, where they did for the past 3 years, except for 2024. They just opened it up to the grounds, and you could wait out front for it and camp out and get it. I always enter their lotteries. I never win. I'm not lucky like that.
Yeah, I can't. Even Fountain North, I'm never, for online lotteries, I've never won.
See, my problem is I'm taking a trip to Kentucky in July, right? And then all the lotteries are in like September. So if I win, I'm going to have to go back.
Yeah.
Because if you win an Old Forester birthday bourbon, you can't not go down and pick it up.
It's like at that price, it's like you might as well just like pay secondary.
Yeah, but it's fun to trip, you know. Yeah, my truck, I usually average about $532 in gas to get out to Kentucky.
God, yeah.
So 1,064 round trip, plus hotels, plus food.
Yeah, just right there. It's 2 bottles of birthday secondary.
Yeah.
And you could sit at home and have it delivered to you.
I know, to my doorstep. Overnight shipping. He's new to this.
Cheers.
Cheers, yeah.
I've already taken 2 before.
I know. Now I'll sip.
See, it's so good. I wish this was like everyday available. Because you're talking about for, 109 proof. Probably drinks 100 proof, 98 proof.
See, it's drinking hot for me.
I mean,
I don't know why. And you know, Four Roses has done that before to me, where it drinks a little hotter than it is, like the single barrel proofs.
Mm-hmm. Those drink hot because the rye content. Some of those rye,
the OBs. Yeah. And you know what's crazy is after this video, I have a Four Roses pick from Buy Right in South Jersey, and it's like the smokiest bourbon you've ever had. It's like
strange.
bizarre how smoky it is. I forget. I think it's like OESQ. I think is the mash bill. This one I'm just getting. It's a major fruit bomb for me. Apples, pear, apricot.
I'm getting a little maple.
Raisin, getting maple.
Back, yeah.
I would say almost like a brown sugar maple.
Yeah.
It looks like a French toast.
I can see that. Or like at the end where it like cools off and you get that like the last little dip of like the syrup's getting a little cold and
yeah,
you gotta catch it.
Yeah. Who's hopping in the chat over there?
Oh,
cheers, guys.
Thomas Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Mr.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
With a little thumbs up, a little bourbon.
Is he the one from Michigan?
I'm not sure. Tom, you from Michigan?
Michigan? Mississippi? Tennessee?
Are you out of state?
Are you out of state?
Are you in a place that gets 2 foot of snow or the dust?
We're getting a lot of snow Thursday. They're calling 15 to 18 inches.
That's what my weather app. I'm like, it says snowing for 3 hours and it's like 15 inches.
Yeah, it's gonna come down like a fucking freaking truck. Sorry. And you know, the Eagles did win the Super Bowl, so sorry to you Kansas City Chiefs fans out there, but
don't worry, T Swift is an Eagles fan. That's all wearing it.
Taylor Swift? Oh, she's got more money than me. Yes, I was right. See, I can remember things when I'm drinking.
Ah.
That's good. Some people say my memory's best when I'm drinking.
I can't believe you can read that from there. That's pretty small.
I got good eyes. Lots of snow. Yes. Well, that's going to be us Thursday. Fortunately, see, I'm an essential employee where I work, so when it snows like that, I still got to go in.
My cousin's from Michigan. Well, not from Michigan. He moved out there. He's near like Kalamazoo, somewhere around there.
Kalamazoo.
Something like that. It's Kalamazoo or something like that.
Kalamazoo.
But yeah, you get all the snow that like if it's a
lake effect stuff.
The lake effect where it swirls
nasty.
Right there. Yeah.
That is nasty. We were at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is in Ohio, and we got like Lake Erie lake effect snow. And I mean, it was like clear skies, beautiful skies, and then it was like whammo. Like we got shit on hard.
Tony Montana snow effect.
Yeah, whatever that is.
It's like you'll remember the thing where he had the snow that was just in front of him, the powder. You can't say the word without YouTube flagging.
Gotcha. Ooh, you should try these nuts. There's so much bourbon in tonight. I don't know if you're gonna get through them. These are from Tennessee.
He's got samples under here.
I got look at this. This is your Heaven Hill 17 year that
you still saved the half.
I saved that for Frank and I forgot to give it to him. So there it is.
Wow. What the hell did I label that with though? Heaven Hill?
Because you won the 18 year at my private bourbon event.
Yeah, that I redid that. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of putting a new label on it,
and I wanted to give him one of his small sample bottles.
Yeah. No, I got bigger ones now. I got bigger ones now.
Oh, you grew up.
I grew up. Yes, I did.
Tom said, had a chance to get that bottle on Christmas Day, but I got a Coy Hill, that EHT single barrel instead for MSRP. Okay.
Good. Not bad.
Yeah, it's definitely your best bet because you're talking about EHT single. That's one of our favorites.
Love it.
Coy Hill I've never had.
Yeah, that's great. See, the good thing about this bottle is it's already such an expensive bottle, like $230 MSRP. Secondary is like $300. So really, it's what?
It was $450 when I got this.
Yeah, now it's a lot. The 2024s are a lot less.
Well, secondary in general is coming down.
Oh, it's the bubble burst. The bubble burst. As a matter of fact, I actually read an article today. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. That Buffalo Trace they finished their expansion, and they plan on beating their number for production from last year, and beating this year, next year. But after that, they're going to stop.
Yeah,
let it start aging.
Okay, good.
They don't want to make. The problem is you don't want to make too much, right? Because in 10 years from now, when everybody's drinking, the new Pink Whitney flavor and not drinking whiskey
some
anymore.
Flavored vodkas again.
Yeah, it's going to be like what happened with E.H. Taylor. Current, it's just going to crash.
Or like THC infused alcohol's the next thing or something. Who knows?
Yeah, vape whiskey.
Yeah, something. Or pop rocks or.
Yeah.
Or like you put it in a little sample bottle and you pour it and it's like equals this because it expands or something. Some whatever technology is going to come out.
We need like Willy Wonka made the everlasting Godstopper. We need an everlasting bottle of whiskey.
Well, you do. Look.
Hey.
Every time you go out, there's 10 more bottles.
I know. That's the problem. I started the year. I'm like, I'm not buying anything that I have more than 3 of. and here I am.
I have the problem if I finish a bottle, I'm like, yeah, I just finished a couple bottles. Then all of a sudden I leave and I'm like, oh, I finished 3, but then I buy 8.
Yeah.
I'm like,
My problem is I cannot say no to a bottle, right? Like you have say 10 stags, right?
Mhm.
And you walk in the store and you find it for $80.
No, it's coming out.
You gotta buy it, right?
Mhm.
Even though you're like, I don't need it, right? Like that $80 could
Mhm.
buy me dinner.
Well, the only bottle I keep turning, the H. Taylor small bag. That's the only bottle, like, because I get 4 or 5 of them. And I'm like, I don't really need them.
Yeah.
It doesn't wow me. All right, cheers.
Cheers. I might be able to finish this now. So I was sick all week last week, and I haven't really drank much. So this might go downhill quick for me. We will see. I don't know what my tolerance level's at now.
This is really good because it's like thick, I don't know, viscous, and it has a long-lasting finish where it's like it keeps you wanting more. It's like that maple, the sweetness. It's like, ooh, I want another sip. I want another sip.
It's definitely got an intense finish to it. It's the finish lasts long. However, it's like a light, long-lasting finish. I did not abuse alcohol. That was water, I promise.
So I also brought a pick and he tried. It was a rare character pick, so it's like very flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried that at first, which is, I brought a hitter over, so.
That was strong. That was good, though. All right, I'm not sealing your bottle. I'm just putting it off to the side. Because now, the moment you've been waiting for,
Dun, dun, dun,
fresh crack of the 2024. It's going to be interesting because that was my first time ever trying a 4 Roses LE. And
It's the
this
same kind of proof point, 54.1. Okay.
0.4 less, I
Less.
think, than yours.
It's weird how they put in markers. So you're talking about it's starting to wear away a little bit, like it's right where you would grab,
Yeah.
but it's in like a gold marker type thing, but it's not on paper, it's on glass, so I can see that wearing off.
You got to make sure with stuff like that is you pour away from the marker because the alcohol will wash it away real quick.
That's all funny until you have a couple pours, then you're like, oh, I'm gonna grab this by its anus.
You know, it's funny, I just blew that off the table, and I'm like deathly afraid of spiders. So I blew it off the bar, and it caught a shadow, and I saw the black spot over here, and I thought it was a spider swinging from a web. You'd see me on the floor. I don't do spiders.
See, I'm afraid of spiders too, but I'm waiting to get bit by one to become Spider-Man.
Oh, I've been bit 3 times and hospitalized 3 times.
Really?
Yep, wolf spiders. I'm allergic to them. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Oranges.
Wow, that's a lot different.
Orange juice. This is crazy. Give me that. It smells like straight orange juice. Look at this water. See, that would be bad.
You know.
Look at that. Uh-oh. Well, I have more water than you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely still is thick.
Oh man, this one smells really good.
Wow, it's a whole different. So the other one was like
Really different.
vanilla, caramel, pancake, syrup thing. This is like a...
I still get the cinnamon, like apple cider with cinnamon sticks in it.
You might be too new. You remember like apple cinnamon Cheerios?
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of
Like Apple Jacks, kind of?
Like Apple Jacks.
Yeah. This one smells really good. And I wonder if it's because they use different mash bills, like per thing. You would think it would be like really different every time because they use different whatever.
Yeah,
It doesn't say.
Basically the same description on the back. So this one says signature mellow spice to balance out the layers of complexity and sweetness with a delicate finish for a pour that's ready to savor and enjoy. So it's a little different than that one. So this one says creamy vanilla. Oh, that's honey. Yep, honey and brown sugar.
I can get honey.
Followed by flavor of ripe berries and tangy citrus. Wow.
And this is vanilla and ripe dark cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Light cinnamon. I'm getting a stronger cinnamon on this one.
It's also a fresh crack. I found that the longer you have a bottle open, the
Mellows out more.
more cinnamon.
You know, there's a little bit of like a musty note to it. Almost like an old cellar.
It's like a funk. It's like you get that the celery aged on the maker's mark. It smells good. Cheers.
It does smell good. It smells really good. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
That's like night and day different than that other one.
Oh yeah. I want to feel like I'm drinking the same distillery.
You definitely get the honey. It's like a mouth coating. Like,
It's almost like honey finish. It tastes like the honey's big.
like when you have like green tea and you finish that last little bit with that little honey in the bottom, and it just coats your throat.
No, you're right. The Arizona teas, like the can, like swirl the bottom.
The dollar ones, the big
I love them, man. Love them.
I like the fruit punch one. Crack that like a summer. Oh god.
Do you? I'm not big on fruit punch.
You gotta mix it. You gotta take it. You can
Mix
put anything in that thing.
Put anything in that thing.
You know what's random? The orange soda and Captain Morgan. It's totally random.
Really?
It's good. It's really good.
Just like this and peanut M&Ms, which are peanut butter M&Ms.
Peanut butter. I told you about that.
But they're like the hardest things to find.
Wow,
They're allocated as hell.
Walgreens and Giant are like everywhere. Sometimes at Wawa, but yeah.
Crazy. I walk into places and I think of you all the time, like peanut butter M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms. There's like a shelf that says one per customer and it's empty.
Yeah.
They just buy it up.
Dude, it's so good.
You think your wife's on?
I don't know. Kristen, you on over there? There's only 2 people right now.
Yeah, you and your wife.
Yeah. No, it's gotta be Tom. And I'm surprised James Dean, Johnny Dean or whatever.
Johnny Dean? Yeah, because he probably thought we died because we haven't been here in like weeks. Because I got sick and then I was away and then Frank was away.
See my Halloween shirt? I busted it back out. Ordered on Amazon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Because I don't
You have a tattoo?
Got a bunch of tattoos.
What the
I
hell?
don't have any that's visible though.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like these kids that get all tattooed, like neck tattoos.
It's because you got hairy arms. They wouldn't tattoo you.
Dude, I'm Italian. I'm like an ape.
I'm telling you, but I don't have hairy arms.
Yeah, you should see my legs. I got sweatpants on.
Oh no, I don't. I know. Whoa. Whoa. You know what? This almost has a nutty nose to it.
Tom Anderson's asking, how do those compare to single barrel strength bottles?
Ugh, see, it's hard because I haven't had a single barrel for a while.
I have a bunch. So the single barrel strengths are good because they're different recipes. So whatever you like, you can have the rich fruit, the light fruit. You get more rye, you get more spice. I like the rich fruit ones. So it's pretty much the same thing except like they're better barrels. Like the smoother, probably a higher age statement. It's almost like the Pappy version of, you know what I mean, like all the Buffalo Traces and stuff. It's just a little bit more smooth. It's like
it's more of a premium brand.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's the premium stuff. It's like they took the best of the best of the best single barrels and blended them together.
I did cheers again. Nice. Just drink it. Now, which one do you like better?
Gotta give me it. Gotta give me it. I'm leaning towards this one.
See, I'm the opposite. I like, well, you know me in traditional flavors. I like the caramel vanillas.
Oh no, I like the sweet fruits and honeys and.
This would be like the summertime.
Summer.
version.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say that, like
Mm-hmm.
the perfect summer pour.
Summertime, $200 a bottle retail.
Right?
Let's sit around the pool drinking this and
$200 freaking whiskey.
getting beamed at like the ultraviolet light and drinking this. That'd be the life though.
I
Like,
feel like I'm getting hit with ultraviolet light right now.
God, it's like a freaking tanning salon in here. I look white. Look how light I look in this light.
You know, it's like, have you ever seen Christmas Vacation?
Of course.
You know when he plugs in all the lights and the meter's going like,
Yeah, it just spins.
That's what happens when we're filming a Whiskey Bible.
Yeah, that's not your furnace. That's the actual like meter spinning.
Yeah, that's what that is.
The fan.
Absolutely.
It's good. I think I'm still partial with the other one though.
I think the other one has more body to it. And I think this one's lighter.
I love the honey finish on this though, like that. Like you look, my mouth is salivating. It's got that like honeyness.
Yeah.
Like it's not a dry. This is definitely like a wet pour.
Yeah, it doesn't dry out like some pours you have it like dries out like your whole lips and your lips almost feel chapped.
Especially the older ones, the older versions. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you gotta almost like have distilled water to put it in. So I hope that helps, Tom. Like it's the single barrels are great. What do they retail? 90 now?
90 to 100.
Barrel strength. And then there's that new one where it's not barrel strength. It's what, 100 proof or something, right?
Yeah, they're like $60.
Yeah, they're a little. I haven't tried one though.
I haven't
They look
tried either
cool.
one of them yet. I know one of them, like the OBSK or the OESK, I think that one was very popular and flew off the shelves. Because all it takes is one asshole like me or like you to post that this is the best one, and then everyone goes nuts over it. You know?
Well, it's the fruit one, the rich fruit, where everyone flocks to, and
Everyone
it's.
goes crazy.
You know, I hit a drop. What was it, 2 years ago on Fine Wine and Spirits, where they released them all like minutes of each other, and I just grabbed
that was
them.
on the old site.
That was cool. But so I got one, and then I was like, wait, I didn't want that one, but like, I was like, crap, I should have selected this one. And then I'm looking online to see the recipes, and then I got my favorite one, which I only have like this much left, but that was cool.
So I was late to that drop, and I actually stayed home. I remember, it's funny how you remember certain drops. I stayed home from work that day because I wasn't feeling the best, and I was laying on my old couch in my family room playing video games, and somebody was texting me that there was a drop going on. So I went through on the old site, which, if you remember the old site, it could be a shit show sometimes.
No,
So by the time I logged on, everything was gone, right? So except for one recipe, I had like 3 bottles left. So I clicked on that, and I went to hit the add to cart, and it was sold out, right? So I just kept refreshing, and then the add to cart popped back up, and I added it to cart. But then it wouldn't let me check out anymore. And I kept refreshing, and I kept going through this whole thing all the way up to the place the order, and then it let me go through because bottles were getting canceled or returned.
Yeah, that was a crazy one. Cause it kept like popping up with the different recipes. All of a sudden, they'd release like 3 recipes, and then it would be like 3 more of the others, and then they would throw some more stock into this one.
Yeah. The old site though was great because I used to love getting stuff shipped to the wine and spirit stores.
Yeah, now they're charging. So yeah.
It used to cost me $10 to ship all my bottles to the store, and I wouldn't have to worry about signing for them or being home. Now it's like $40 to ship to the store, which is like ridiculous.
I never liked the shipping because my local store lost a couple bottles, even like crappy bottles. Like I ordered my buddy Jay a bottle of, it's called Hooker's House. It's like a, I think it's like an Irish whiskey or something like that. And twice, and my local store, I could see UPS delivered it and stuff. They lost the bottles.
That's crazy.
Because you can't, believe it or not, you can't get that bottle in Jersey, but you can get it in PA.
That's crazy.
Like, because I don't know, it was one of his first he tried, and he was trying to get like this nostalgic kind of thing.
So here's the interesting thing. I signed up for the UPS Premium account now, right, where I can like divert stuff for free.
Okay.
It costs me $20 for the year, and I can divert stuff anywhere for free. That
So
way,
that's not bad.
if I'm not going to be home, I can send it somewhere to like a UPS store, and they don't charge me. I'm tempted one time to divert it to a wine and spirits store, like the address, and send it, because that way it's free, right? It was free shipping, and I divert it for free to the store. And see
If
what
we can
happens.
do it to a commercial, like a business.
Yeah. No, you can do it to anywhere,
Really?
as long as it's in the state. Yep.
Huh.
Which is crazy, right?
It's like an Amazon locker.
So here's the wild thing. So there's like all YouTube videos you can watch of this. People will like pay for shipping, right? Like if somebody in California is going to pay to charge you $20 to ship it to Pennsylvania, right? Instead, you ship it to somewhere in California, it costs you $7, and because you have the free rerouting thing, you reroute it to your local UPS store, and they don't charge you for it.
Oh wow,
That's crazy,
it's like one of those
right?
hacks you see on TikTok.
It's one of those hacks. So of course, the CEO of UPS is watching this now, and he's going to shut it down.
Yeah,
But
he's gonna be one of the 2 viewers you have on right now.
I know.
You
As
know,
long as it's not the
you know
CEO
the thing
of
about
American
Glen
Airlines.
carrying glasses, when you tilt them over.
You're full of fun facts.
So when you tilt a Glen carrying glass, if you fill up your glass all the way to this peak, while it's down, it's 1.5 ounces.
Okay.
So like if it go and reach all the way to this peak, it's 1.5 ounces. That's the exact pour.
Wow.
So when they first came up with these, you'd get like sommeliers having like these like vinegar bottles pouring it like on the side, and that's how they measured it. Is you pour it right to the lip, and that's 1.5 ounces.
Interesting. Did you know that like flat bottles, they make them flat because you can stack more bottles on your shelf?
Yeah, the dad's hat like this one.
Yeah.
It's not your shelf. It's the retail.
The retail,
The
yes.
retail.
Yes, they can stock more on the
Where it's
shelf.
flat this way instead of around, so you can go fit 2 in the retail rather than 1.
Yes.
Like the freaking pot still, the Willet pot still. They're
They're
gonna be nightmare.
pain.
You can fit 2.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing, you can fit 2 bottles, and then you
Yeah.
gotta call it a day.
Well, I'm about to finish this.
Mhm.
Finish this.
Cheers. That's really good. I had a lot in there. I was like,
Yeah, no, I think I like the 2024 better than the 2022.
See, I'm the opposite. I like the other one.
I just like that honey. What are you rinsing your glass? Do we have another Four Roses under the table or something?
I was just, doing my thing.
You know, I have an idea.
Hold on,
Well-
we got a liquor store by me, $1.99 for a single barrel strength bottle. Told me it's MSRP. Yeah, that's definitely not MSRP.
What do you say it is?
It's, $200.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's not.
Did you tell him to go to hell?
Now it might be one of these. This is a retail for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not for. Do you have one of those bottles?
Oh, I gotta turn this one. Yeah.
Yeah. If the bottle looks like this shape, it's not this. This was. I mean, some picks I've seen gone for $130, but no, it's definitely not the 200 retail. That's crazy.
This is the one I want you to try later on.
Ooh, stash them bottles. I told you, there's load of them. Stash down there.
That's crazy. No, I got something. Okay, well, let's finish this up before we get too sidetracked. We're halfway through the video here, and we're out of whiskey to drink. So let's just decide. Final thoughts on the 2022 versus the 2023. This one's more your classic bourbon notes of vanilla and oak, which is good. This one, I really like the uniqueness of the honey and the fruits, which I don't get off a lot of whiskeys. Four Roses is very famous for me for picking up fruit notes. So I have to go with this one just because this stands out to me more as their own brand, right? Like they're being themselves, whereas this one's just like a special bourbon. I
agree. So this is definitely a change up, which is nice because I thought every year it was going to be the same kind of thing. Like you get like Pappy Van Winkle, where every year it's basically the same profile. They kind of keep it. This is awesome. So now I'm going to chase more because there's different profiles every year.
They're so different.
Yeah. So like night and day.
Almost every year you want to try to get that release now.
Yeah.
You know, to try to.
Yeah, it's really good. Especially 200. 200 is a lot to ask somebody to put out retail. 200 plus tax.
Are these 750s or 700s?
750s.
750s.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even say on here.
Yeah, it says
on the back. I see 750.
Now you're talking about $200. Do you think it's worth it? Like, would you buy? Like, is this a pickup? Is this a try before you buy, or is this a go out and buy backups?
At the price, this is where I'm going to be a cheap ass. I would almost rather have the single barrel strengths at $100. I'd rather have two of those versus one of these. However, I think it's a try before you buy. I think you should try it to see if you think it's really that special and worth the money. I would feel a lot better if these were $150, like $149.99. I think that would be great value for this. Secondary wise, $300 if I absolutely needed it, like next year's batch. Because now I'm going to chase every batch just because I'm that kind of guy. If I did not get it for MSRP, I would pay I would pay $300 for it.
Well, look, mine doesn't have the rose in it. Yours has.
Oh, yours is fake. Yours is fake. You got screwed.
Oh, that sucks.
You're done.
I'm still happy with the juice that's in there. Yeah. For me, I like how Four Roses does it. This is a good marketing thing. Put out every recipe, and you're getting these like $70 bottles. See what you like. You know what I mean? And then you could buy the what is it, small batch select that's 3 recipes in one. If you like those 3 recipes, it goes. Yeah. And then you have your limited edition, so you can spend the higher to see what it is. I like how they're doing it. I would buy. I would say this is a buy at 200. I probably would not buy a backup. Like if I saw 2 of these on the shelf, I'm buying one. I'm not going to chase backups to it, but I would buy each year.
Like I have actually somebody who has a bottle for me of this right now, and I might tell him how.
Yeah, I would say like.
I don't know if I need a second $230 bottle of Four Roses on my shelf.
I would probably pick it up to give it to a buddy for retail. So if somebody like was offering it to me and was like, hey, it's $200, I'm like, okay, I'll take it because I mean like my dad wants it and all that stuff. That got me into it.
Yeah. He still drink bourbon?
Oh yeah. He has whiskey nights at his restaurant, at his bar every month. He's having a Penelope night. I got him the Havana. He's having it this coming Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
what you call it? Yeah, for $200, I would think it's a pickup for me. You know, if you like Four Roses. You know, it's not like something if you don't like a small batch select, you go all this, then you're not expecting $200 on a bottle of it. You know.
Well, that's about it for Four Roses. I guess we're done drinking for the night. I'm Luke. That's not Frank. That's Gary, and we are Whiskey Bible. Have a good night. No, there is something that I am actually really wanting Gary to try because he watched our live and he's heard me talk about it so much. And this specific bottle, Blue George T. Stag, out of
Really? George T?
Oh yeah, yep. So when I rated this, I forget it was in the live. I don't know if you were on that night, but we blinded this bottle versus George T. Stag versus Stag.
Oh, that's when I logged in late.
Yeah. And I think this got like 1.2 points higher than GTS, which is actually a lot. And it's funny because like the 2023 GTS, which is what I was comparing it to, is 135 proof. This is 135.1 proof. This to me is very flavor in your face. This is the Bowman Cash Strength. I think this has made it into like 4 videos now, just because it's so good. I can't stop drinking it.
What's retail on that too?
$100.
Wow, that's really good.
And this bottle is the only bottle I've ever had where once I run out of juice, I will buy it secondary. I will pay $300 for this bottle.
Okay.
Absolutely, 100%. I hope you feel the same.
Yeah.
Me and Frank felt the same.
Well, half the bottles I talk about this to Luke, he shits on. I'm like, oh yeah, try this Found North. It's so awesome. It's, you know, people haven't caught on to it yet. And he was like, once Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, try this rare character maple finished. So yeah, it's all right. What other bottles he shit on? The single brick house. I'm like, yeah, it's $325 retail, but here I'd run into a bottle share. Here, try, guys. And he's like, it's okay.
It's okay. The Booker's Reserve. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, I'm gonna freaking pour this out.
Yeah. No, this is freaking pure Virginia bliss.
You know what's crazy? We're drinking so many heavy hitters. I'm like getting no-nos on this.
Really?
Like a little bit, but not like, you're comparing noses to like phenomenal bottles over there, like syrup.
This is a phenomenal bottle. Wait till you put it in your mouth. That's what she said.
That's what she said. Look at that.
Yes. See, look at that. I break out the Bowman, and then people start joining the live because they know.
Mm-hmm.
They know what this is.
My wife's probably one of them.
Yes.
Oh,
Hello,
Timothy
Lauren.
Riz. Is that Tim or is that another one?
No, that's Tim.
Oh, Tim.
Tim.
Yeah, I'm Frank. He's Luke.
I guess he got done tasing that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, fellas. Frank, you.
Looking slimmer.
Oh.
And I got a different shirt. I don't have that, what the hell's it? The brand of shirt that Frank wears.
Where'd your red hair go?
Gone.
Now, Frank is, unfortunately, Frank took a little bit of a sabbatical. Like I said at the beginning of the video, hopefully he'll be back soon. Because no offense to you, Gary, but,
That's okay. I'd rather be drinking, watching.
I like host that, like hosting a Frank. You're great. You're a great substitute. But we got to find our niche here.
Yeah, Tim, do you know this about Glencairn glasses? When you tip them over,
Here we go again.
if you pour it to just this lip, that's 1.5 ounces. That's how they originally measured these. So when you tip it over, when it gets right to the lip without spilling over.
Tickle my nose hairs. Cheers. I can't wait for you to
Cheers.
drink this. Tim actually won a sample of this from me. I'm excited to give that to him.
Ooh.
Come over, grab it. Grab it. We'll be done in about 20 minutes here. Oh,
Yeah, we'll be drinking for a little bit, Tim, if you want to come over.
Yeah, we got a lot to do. A lot to after party with. Cheers.
Oh, God.
Ah,
That's good.
so good.
You know what? Honey finish like on that Four Roses.
Yeah. It's just such like a intense bomb. Like, I love whiskey. Like, it's just so chewable in your mouth, and I can feel the Kentucky hug.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though I've drank so much high proof tonight, this is just so strong in flavor, I can feel it go all the way down.
It's like the one you get the hiccups from that gives you a little heartburn right when you try it first before the night.
Just like I love it's like almost like an oil in my mouth. Like after I get the first sip, I almost said after I swallowed it, but I know what you were gonna say if I said that. I just like the
chew.
Just like sticks to your teeth, sticks to the roof of your mouth.
I feel like I've had this before. Like I like the flavor is like a bottle I can pinpoint. Like I've never had this one, but I can like almost like I can recognize this.
Probably because it's very similar to like the Bowman single barrel, but it's just like very strong Bowman single barrel. I don't know, mash bill that they get, it's Buffalo Trace mash bill number 2. Okay, sue me, Sazerac, but it is.
Yeah, this is Buffalo Trace.
It's just redistilled in Virginia.
Yeah, what they do is, so instead of just the mash bill, they actually get barrels of this. So it's Buffalo Trace barrels that come to Virginia, and then they age it. They take it out of the barrel, age it in their own, and that's where it becomes this.
So they actually, I'm going to stop you there because you're a little bit wrong.
Okay.
And I don't want to feed wrong information to my clients, my people.
Your clients, your audience.
My audience. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. But so we were there actually when, look at you, you're so fancy, aren't you? So we were there.
It's driving Luke nuts. Look at him.
It's like a cat. I'm like a cat watching the toy. We were there picking up a lottery bottle when they were trucking it in. They actually bring them in these. They look like gas trucks. Like, you know, they transport the fuel in, like those big tanker trucks.
Oh, so it's not in a barrel. So they're
it comes in a stainless steel tanker truck, and it actually has like I forget what the door. It either had like a Fireball logo on it or something from Sazerac. Like you could tell it was a whiskey truck. And they pulled in, and the gates opened. They went right around back, and you could tell they were pumping it right out.
Okay.
But Bowman can call it their own juice because they redistill it through George and Mary. There's stills there.
Correct.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. They're doing it right down there.
They are. Beautiful distillery, beautiful place. Free tours, just like Buffalo Trace.
Like I was sipping on their port one, which is like a sleeper. It's actually in Jersey a lot now. It was like off the shelves for a while, but it's like 93 proof, but it literally drinks like fruit juice.
The port is great.
But it's almost like you feel like you're not drinking because it's so smooth. Like it's so like.
It blows Angel's Envy away, port wise. I'd take Bowman port.
Oh, it's not even in the same, yeah. But it almost feels like it's non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
But I was drinking it at like dinner last night, and I was like, "What is this?"
It's great. So it's funny. They're so nice down at the distillery. They all want to be, Virginia's for lovers, they say, right? So they love you down there. So I went down there and I was talking to this lady. I forget her name. We'll call her Veronica for now. And this was before I had Cast Strength. Actually, the Cast Strength dropped in New Jersey the day I was driving home from Bowman. So that was funny. But I asked her, I was like, "Do you have any Cast Strength in the back to release?" And she's like, "No, but I can put out something else for you." And she went in the back and actually brought out Bowman Single Barrel.
Okay.
And that was the release for today. They released 6 bottles that day, and they put it out for me because I asked. So they were very nice in doing that.
Is that the one you have up there, or is that just a regular single?
The Bowman, no, it was just regular Bowman Single Barrel. In fact, I actually kept it in the bag. So like this is just the regular Single Barrel.
Oh, very cool though.
But yeah, it was great that they did that.
Should have found somebody to autograph it when you were there. Like even her. Like, can you autograph this for me?
Veronica, can you autograph this for me? Yeah, really cool place. Highly suggest checking it out. Gary, hopefully one of these times me and you will actually both win the lottery, and then we can both go down.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I do not win lotteries at all. Like I've never, for bourbon, I've never been lucky with that.
Yeah, I saw that at the buy right event.
Oh yeah, there's nothing.
And then he releases everything, and you're like trying to run over.
Yeah, we just stood at the wrong place.
I know. I didn't know where he was going to do it. Did you crack that Penelope 10 year yet?
I did. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Crack it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. It's like, I mean, it's like a smoother regular Penelope. Penelope, I'm always like kind of disappointed on. It's like decent, but it's not like, it's more of like a pour you would like bring to your friend's house and share a premium kind of thing. It's not anything like I'm gonna regret not bringing the bottle home with me. That was a decent one.
Where's Rock at? Is Rocky on?
No. He's not on.
No. I like Rocky.
No Matt, no Rocky.
I like Rocky. Where's Tim? Who's that?
The other Tom said cheers, Tim.
Oh, cheers, Tim. See, Tim, he remembers you.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Tim beers. I invite all these people over to drink my great whiskey whenever he shows up. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
How you like this bone? That's great.
It's great, yeah.
We're rambling a little bit. We gotta get back on topic.
It is really good. I feel like I've had something very similar. Like once we get a random text, like I don't know, months from now, and I'm drinking something. I'm like, look at this bottle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like it. I would definitely buy. That's a buy for me. It's a buy with the backup.
Oh yeah.
For the price, because you're talking about $90.
So it's funny, actually, store Jersey Fine Wines in New Jersey actually got a bunch of these in when they release in New Jersey. And I called them, and they're like, yeah, we got one bottle left, we can hold it for you. And I gave them my name, and I drove all the way out there, up past Princeton, on one there.
Okay.
It's like 40 minutes from here. And I got in there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm Luke, I'm here to pick up, the bottle. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like, I literally pointed, you could tell who you were talking to on the phone, like, what, like, style of person they are. And I could tell by looking at the lady, I'm like, I talked to you, I know I did. No, we don't have anything, I'm sorry, it's gone. And I could see the tag in the spot. And then the owner was there, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? I drove all the way from Pennsylvania. He's like, I got you. And he went in the back, and he actually came out, and he's like, this was my personal bottle I was going to bring home with me.
No.
He's like, but customers come first, and he gave it to me. So
That's me cracking in front of him to give him a
he
pour.
was really nice.
He's cracking you a pour.
Well.
That's the way you got to do. When he does that, be like, here. Because he has sample bottles. He pours them out. That'll go a long way. When you crack bottles, FYI, when you crack bottles in front of owners and store employees and give them samples, that's a key.
The problem was I already had one cracked.
You're gonna crack more than one, and that gives you brownie points. I guarantee. Like if you've done that, he would have. That is like the ultimate like move for.
He still likes me because I got a Rip Van Winkle and a GTS from him like 3 weeks later, so we're still friends. I think his name was like Shabib. Oh my god.
Like Wes Hampton.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Wes Hampton's the only one that's ever busted out a bottle from the back when I buy a lot. Like I just bought a bunch of store picks and stuff, and he's like, "Do you like Weller 12?" I was like, "Yes, I do."
Yeah.
He's like, "Here you go." I'm like, "Well, what's the price on it?" He's like, $60. I was like, "All right, it's cool."
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
You and your Weller 12. Remember you were running to Weller 12 everywhere.
That was one of the last ones, and then I went to Canals Hamilton. One's on the shelf for like $80, I think it was, 75 to 80. I'm like, yeah, I guess
say no,
right?
right? You didn't need it, but you can't say no.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, drove around Jersey. Every store I stopped at, they had it.
Yeah, it's like
boom, 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 boom. There was a big Weller 12 release this year.
like staggering now.
Yeah.
I wish I could come across one.
Tim's firing.
Penelope 10-year single barrel state bottles are great. It is, Tom. It is. I just tried it.
Tim.
Yeah, and Tim.
What's it, Tom?
That was Tom.
Oh, Tom said that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tim said,
So
"Oh shit, the
T's.
cash strength. Sorry, I'm in and out."
That's what she said.
You talking to your wife?
We just said that so calmly. That's funny.
Sorry, I'm in and out. So what's he passing out or something? I don't know.
I think he's probably like trying to watch his
In and
phone
out?
as he's handcuffing people.
Oh, in and out is probably there. I
Like,
don't
get
know.
down, you! Like yelling at people.
Yeah, he's in like that. What is it called? BDSM.
Yeah.
That's why. Fun fact. That's why Tim became a cop. He likes handcuffs.
Bondage.
He likes to give the baton, if you know what I mean.
He prays to get pepper sprayed.
Yeah, basically pepper spray. I got pepper. Did you ever get pepper sprayed?
No.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, but you're
I'm
you're
gonna
not
have
taking the
to.
test to yeah. Well, when you go into like military and stuff like that, you get like you get maced. You don't get pepper sprayed, but being a cop and stuff, you get pepper sprayed a lot. But
Can't be that bad, right?
I was
Brian?
security downtown, Blue Martini back in the day, and yeah, when you
Oh, I remember this story. It was like windy and it blew back in your face or something.
you spray pepper spray everybody around you. It's like it sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks. It's like
Some guy like ran back inside.
fireball times.
Oh! Look at that.
Frank Bolton. Is that Frank?
That's Frank.
Frank. Luke said he's gonna let me pepper spray him for practice.
Yes.
You should. That and
I
tase.
think I did say that. No, I think actually you said that, Frank. I think as soon as I said like what I was getting into, you're like, I forget how it happened. I can't remember, but you're like, I'm gonna pepper spray you. Or like, I told you I'm gonna have to get pepper sprayed, and he's like, I hope it's me. Like,
Dude, pepper spray sucks, but at least you know it's like burning. It's like hot sauce mixed with like fireball, but concentrated, but it comes out every orifice. Now mace is weird. It's like all of a sudden you can't like smell or taste anything, but it just makes you cough. It's like it's weird. Mace sucks. Pepper spray at least like you're like I can have hot wings now. You know what I mean? Like it's like
I like hot wings.
mm-hmm.
Hopefully, when Frank pepper sprays me, though, he like jukes me out, and he's pretending to, and he just like hits me across the neck, and then I can be like, oh, it hurts.
No, it sucks no matter what. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not like a spray paint that just here, but like it doesn't burn over. No, it sucks.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get hit like in the face.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine getting hit like, oh, hold your eyes open, chi.
Frank said, no, I'm pretty sure it was 100% your idea.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, it's weird with this. Every new one, it's hidden behind the heart, so I can't see like your.
That's weird. Hit the heart. What happened?
Frank, FYI, do it outside because if you do it, you're pepper spraying yourself.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And make sure you're pointing it the right way, right? Don't like press it in reverse and hit yourself.
Yeah, it comes out. It's like, oh god, it sucks. Tim probably knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right, let's finish this up because time.
Already,
Oh my
already,
god!
I've already rinsed it out.
So what do you think of it? Is it
It's good. I would buy it and buy it as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's my thing.
What's your max price on it? If you walk in the store and you saw it sitting for $250,
Ooh.
right?
No.
No.
I would say no.
Wow.
I would say $150
Wow.
because I know what
Get
retail
out my house.
is, and I know like I could probably get one somewhere secondary.
Secondary is
for trading.
$300.
I would
This
say
is Virginia release only. It was accidentally released in New Jersey.
I would say $250. I would trade for it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Got bottles I $250 that I paid
Trade
under
your
that.
trade your $60 Weller single barrel for one plus $100.
Shh.
Win.
No, no. I could just sell on secondary and just buy a couple of them. You know.
That's true. But why would you do that? Why would you join the dark side?
You just dabble in the dark side.
Well, is that it?
No, I got
No.
a bottle.
Oh shit. This is not good.
So
I was wondering what you were doing over there. I thought it was the rare character. What are you doing to me?
So I got
Uh-oh.
what I call the Stag Killer.
Stag killer.
So it's a bottle by Dry Fly. Hazmat,
Hazmat.
141.4. It's actually a pick. It's got the Simpsons, like nuclear power plant on it with a three-eyed fish and stuff.
You know, I'm beginning to remember this. When I did the Be My Own Bartender, I think you were the one who tried to kill me by giving me all cast strength shit.
Mhm.
And here you are again.
This is so.
Frank, help me.
I've had this
Can you like
blinded
come over
against
and
stags.
plug
and
everything outside, Frank?
They've picked
Sorry.
this over stag every time.
God. 141. This might be the strongest whiskey I've ever had. I've had 140 proof. I don't think I've ever gone past that.
Damn.
Oh, God, it's giving me more. I was happy where I was at.
So this is I love this bottle. I'm still about halfway on the bottle. It's a very good conversation piece, and I wish I bought backups. It was a pick that got put out a couple years ago, and it's always one where if I know Stag is your favorite pour, I will give you this blind and say like, what do you think about this? And 9 times out of 10, you'll pick this over Stag.
It's probably going to take me a little bit to finish this glass. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it live on the channel. I thought you just knocked it over. You know it's strong whiskey, like when you rinse with water and there's still like water in here, and then you pour whiskey and all the water like tries to run,
Run away, yeah.
run away. Have you ever seen that happen in your glass? Frank. Just go outside and like, you know where the electrical box is, just unplug everything. That way this ends. It smells good.
Smell
is this
that.
a bourbon or is this a whiskey?
It's probably considered a light whiskey because it's probably
No, it's a wheat whiskey.
wheat whiskey. Okay.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. You don't even know what you have.
I
Like,
don't
is this
know.
a bourbon or whiskey? You're like, I don't know. It's good.
Well, a lot of the higher proofs can be called bourbon because it enters in at a too high of a proof into the barrel, so it's usually called light whiskey. Like Obtanium runs into that. There's a lot of this different ones. There you go.
Light whiskey.
I got a pick that looks exactly the same blue that I helped them do. That's 140 proof.
Yeah. That's why.
But this would be light whiskey because either A, they used barrels, or it went in too higher proof. That's usually.
Everybody watching right now, because we have actually a pretty high viewing rate right now. We are starting at 8 o'clock now, not 8:30. I noticed a lot of you came on at 8:30. 8 o'clock now. We're at 400 subscribers, so if you are not subscribed and you're watching right now,
400.
exactly 400. Get us to 401. That would be insane if we could get to 401 on this video.
Oh, 401!
Oh, look at that. That's crazy.
Can you see who it was?
No, you can't.
My wife might be on. She might be 401.
If you were 401, email whiskeybiblelf@gmail.com. We'll hook you up with the sample.
I'll get sent home with a sample.
Right? whiskeybiblelf@gmail.com. Email right now. Well, when the video's over. Don't leave. Your viewing counts for us.
All right, cheers. You ready for
Cheers.
this?
Oh, God. Here we go. I've been talking too much. Look at that. It's actually wearing my etching away. Thank you, Rob Weirs.
Get it like just it gets like that lamination on it, yeah.
All right. Like the fire of the dragon in our soul. We'll drink.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
Oh, my wife's texting me. She's got to be on. Were you 401, babe?
God damn.
Put some hair in your chest.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Wow. Ooh. That was a lot of flavor. But it was warm. It was actually really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But that proof is strong.
It's there.
Wow. That was good. Thank you for donating this to the channel.
It's really
That
good,
was
isn't it?
Very nice of you to do so.
Dude, off a random pick, I should have got multiple. This is before New Jersey Bourbon Barrel Club got pretty popular. So, like, I don't know what this is. Wheat whiskey. I'm gonna get a bottle. I think it was like $70. And yeah, I regret because you don't know before you try. But I think you can get up at 4 of these. I would have bought all 4.
Can you do you know the guy who runs this? Can you ask him to do another one?
Yeah, but Dry Fly, they are doing they just did a bull run 9-year, but they put out one a month kind of thing.
Okay.
Tim belongs to it. Oh, my wife said no, probably not. Oh, I subscribed at the beginning. Yeah, you were 401, baby.
You were definitely 401
Mhm.
because we were at
It was
400.
400
right
before.
when we started. So, now Gary has. Well, you have the sample. Does your wife drink whiskey?
No.
Oh.
Well, the only one. So she drank with me. Henry McKenna.
Okay.
You know the difference of barrels. So the one we're on the boat, and she said, "Oh, this is great." And it was like almond forward and stuff. And then I had her try the other one. She said, "This isn't as good," but like she'll try mine or she'll smell it. But a lot of times she's just a wine.
I'll give her a sample of Crown Royal Blackberry.
I have it. It's like a syrup. Yeah, yeah.
I'll give her a sample. I know what I know what you did. I know what you did. I got it. My maple finished whiskey that I did.
Well, I tatered up and I got 2 bottles down at Cotton Ave of the maple thing, and I forget what I did. I did that in lemonade or something. It was okay.
Okay. We'll figure something.
Sam and Jay are on too? That's who these people are. Why don't you guys comment?
Who's Sam and Jay?
You met Jay at the bottle share at Sherry's. Remember the
There's
day
a
I
lot of
got
people there.
bombed?
You got. Oh,
That
the
was
one
my
who
buddy.
drove
Yeah, yeah.
you.
Yeah, well, I drove and then he
You
made
tried to drive.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember that. I was getting in my car and you're getting in the driver's seat. You're like, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I saw you turn. You got to the stop sign. You turned left. You went up the road, and I just saw you immediately pull it over. And you guys Chinese fire drilled it.
Yeah, that was one of them. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun drive. Yeah, and I'm like, whoa, what?
You got around the corner. I immediately saw you pull it over.
Yeah. Well, well, we won't talk about Frank's one before that. I think 1 or 2 before that was Frank's. It's easy. When you go to these bottle shares and you see a table full of like 30 bottles that you've never tried, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have a pour of each one, and then all of a sudden it's like you're not eating, and oh god,
it's crazy.
It's
especially because you don't know how much you're drinking, and people keep handing you stuff, and you just keep drinking. They're like, oh, come into my private cellar. Remember, Chris pulled us into the side room where they had like all the crazy bottles.
Yeah,
like, whatever you want, you can drink.
And here's a purple top. Here's the stuff like I don't want out for everybody to sample.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Chris had that Stag store pick. Remember the Byron Stag store pick?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't like it. I didn't like it. And then me and you tried it. And we're like, dude, this is freaking great. And then he was like, oh my god, it's the best thing in the world. And he loved it.
Well, when you revisit stuff and people point out the flavor, it's kind of like heightened awareness where it's like, okay, I'm
maybe I gotta focus in on certain flavors.
And like even the worst batches of Stag I've tried is always better than the regular, Buffalo Trace blends.
So Jay and who else? Mike,
Sam,
Jay and Sam.
Kristen.
So if you're trying to comment and you can't, from now on I'm going to put this in the description. You have to be logged into your Google account on YouTube. So make sure you're logged in, because you can't comment as a guest because YouTube won't let you, because you could comment all types of crazy stuff and get away with it. So make sure you're logged in, and then you can comment and say hi if you want to. We're not going to be on for too much longer, maybe another 5 to 10 minutes, but if you want to get some last minute comments in, we're here.
So what do you think about this?
This is really good.
Do you think it's a Stag killer?
GTS killer or Stag
No,
Junior?
regular Stag.
Stag Junior.
Because keep in mind, this is not the most balanced. This isn't like the creme de la creme
My problem
barrels and stuff.
I like hazmat, but it's just so much.
This is good with a few drops of water in it. Like, I won't shit on you for putting...
It's so much. Well, I want to enjoy this because I don't get to drink hazmat that often. But it's just so much. Like, I can't sit there, like Stag Junior, although it's barrel proof, I can actually sit there and have 2 or 3 glasses of it, and like enjoy it. This, I feel, if I sat here and had 2 or 3 glasses of this, I'd have trouble waking up the next morning.
Yeah, this is definitely one, like, this is a conversation piece. This is why I bust this out.
Yeah. See, the second sip was dangerously smooth. Like, I didn't pick up on the heat that much that time. And for being 141 proof, ooh, now it's coming. Now I feel it. But like this, can you imagine just sitting there like watching a movie, drinking this? You'd be totally annihilated.
And when you socially drink this, like around a campfire or something,
I could never do that.
And on a cube or something, this is awesome.
I'd be so destroyed. So destroyed.
Distilled in Spokane, Washington. Age 9 years. I love this bottle.
It's pretty good.
This is what makes the whiskey unique. It's like an art form, and when you share it with friends, you have stuff to conversate. Hey, you remember when I brought over that hazmat, to have you try? That's the Stag Killer. Oh yeah, that was great, and we'll talk about this for 10 years.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. Definitely not gonna finish it because we got some stuff to go after.
Night, Tom. Tom said, "Gotta run." Salute. Good night.
Yeah, salute. We're probably gonna get going here too now. We're at about our hour mark.
Yeah, I don't even know how to tell here.
Well, we started at 9 o'clock and it's 8 o'clock.
Oh, 8 o'clock, 9 to 4.
So yeah, we're about an hour and 4 minutes in. I think this is a fun experiment. I very much appreciate you for coming on and drinking some whiskey with me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and you're more than welcome back in the future. This is your second time on, I think?
Yeah, I did that charity one.
Yep, for Alpha Bravo K9. But yeah, it was fun. Hopefully we'll see. My goal is, until we can get our normal schedule back together, is to try to get, different people on here and get people used to being on live video. Just hopefully maybe in the future we can get Tim on here. Terry even, that would be fun. Tim Kidda, who I don't know if he's watching right now, I actually owe him a live video from like a year ago. He watched and he won a chance to be on a live.
Got to be on a guest appearance.
Yeah,
That's cool.
a guest appearance. But that hasn't worked out yet. But hopefully we can plan something in the future.
Remember, it's good to come on because after this camera shuts off.
There's an after party. There is an after party like hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I always say, I always say this in my videos. If my friends are watching and you know where I live, you're always invited to the after party. You probably heard me say that before.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever shows up. I don't know why.
Well, because everyone that's watching the video is getting hammered and doesn't want to drive over.
Yeah, that's true.
It's different when you're Frank and you live across the street.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the great thing about me and Frank is like we live so close to each other. We never have to worry about driving.
Mm-hmm.
There's been times where I've literally crawled home. So
tripped over the curb.
Yeah. So, but that about sums it up. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy the pours?
Good times.
We had a lot of different barrel-proof stuff. I haven't had anything that hasn't been barrel-proof yet tonight.
Oh, we haven't.
We haven't. We had the rare character. We had the 2 4 Roses. We had the Bowman, and we had.
Well, actually, the Acadia Spring Water is the only thing we've had.
Oh, yes. Sponsored by Acadia Natural Spring Water. Thank you very much for not paying us to sponsor your water. Giant thank you. So, that's about that. Do you know how we finish this? I'm Luke.
I'm Frank. Wait, Gary.
We've had a lot of barrel proof. Everyone, relax. And do you want to say the honors as I'm walking to shut off the camera? Do you know how we end our videos?
Stay in school.
Yes!
Stay in school. And then,
please remember to stay in school.
Please remember, stay in school.
Yes.
Drive fast. Take chances.
No, don't do that. Now, how do I end this thing?
Don't eat.
Frank usually does this. Frank, what do I do? Oh, wait a minute. There's an X here.
Just unplug.